What is your food kryptonite? Stick around and find out. Hello and welcome. I am Ray Upchurch, your host, and you are watching the Trey Hart channel. Get out a pen and some paper to take some notes, and let's get started. So you may perhaps be wondering what I'm talking about when I say, what is your food kryptonite? When I was young, Superman was one of my favorite heroes. As you may recall, he only had one physical weakness. If he was exposed to kryptonite, then he became weaker. If you have been following me for any time, then you will know that I follow a calorie-controlled diet. However, I have to confess that I have had certain aspects of it wrong. I don't believe any diet should be about not eating certain foods. There is some evidence that even suggests that when we do this, we will only binge later. However, that being said, for me, when I ate some foods, my willpower not to eat any more of that food for that day, on many occasions, was crushed. Just like Superman, I became weak. My willpower was gone, and so were the calorie counts for the entire day. Now, each of these times, I promised myself that I would do better the next time and only eat the appropriate amount. While sometimes I would, the majority of times I would not. I know it is calories in versus calories out that will lead ultimately to losing weight. But for me, it had to be more than that. I also had to learn to avoid foods that caused me to go over my calories. You, like me, will have thought, if I have to give up and whatever it is, put it in here, then you can forget it. The truth is, if I could have stuck to my calories, then yes, I would be smaller like I am now. But over the last 8 months, I attribute my weight loss of about 75 pounds to not only calorie restriction, but as well as being willing to forgo those things that caused me to have such low willpower. The items that I gave up over the last months were candies, chocolates, and cakes. Yeah, I know, I'm a chocolate lover. So this is part of my healthy eating plan. That is why I say each healthy eating plan has to be individualized for that person. You may, like me, have noted that there are some things in your healthy eating plan that are your kryptonite, meaning that when you eat them, you cannot stop at just a small piece or at eating just one like you may have planned. Now, some people will say, this is a craving, and if I'm craving it, then it is what my body must need. The unfortunate truth about cravings is that they have nothing to do with what your body actually needs. So, if you have been keeping a food diary, then a review through this may be helpful in finding your kryptonite. Once you have found it, then you have to make a decision. Am I going to keep letting it control me, or am I going to control it? Now, I'm not actually asking you to give up this item. Remember, your healthy eating plan is your healthy eating plan. Some may find that even though that they have a kryptonite type item on their list, that they have already managed to control it without giving it up. To those of you that are like me and have decided to give up or stay away from your kryptonite, then there are several ways to do this. One technique involves gradually removing the item from the diet by eating less and less of it, and then removing the item altogether. Now, this for me did not work. The first premise of being able to eat less of it did not work for me at all. The truth is I did try this, and I would start off by eating a small designated portion of my chocolate, and then somehow within a couple of minutes, yes, a couple of minutes, not even hours, I would find some excuse to go back into the kitchen and eat the rest of the chocolate. So, the second technique was the rip the bandage off technique. Now, I stopped all of these things altogether. This, to be honest, was part of a 30-day challenge that a friend had sent me. Now, this was hard and involved a lot of distraction. Distraction techniques can involve getting into a new environment, which in this case meant removing it from my environment. Well, removing it from my environment was not plausible as I don't live alone. So, I needed to use another technique to distract myself. Now there are other distraction techniques such as meditation and using creative imagery. The ones I employed was physical distraction by exercising and creative learning distraction. I restarted Spanish and also some vocal exercise training. Now, exercise can cause your body to produce mood-boosting chemicals, which reduces anxiety, stress, and depression. The Spanish and the vocal training I used helped me distract me during the times that I had the strongest desire to eat chocolate. The Spanish training, while I have not vastly improved my vocabulary, did help me form a new habit. And as of today, I have surpassed 233 days in a row of continuous training. While these things work for me, you may find a different experience. The thing to remember in your eating plan is that it is yours. The road to self-discovery may change the way you think of things and how you react. The ultimate purpose is for you to help yourself to be the healthiest person you can be. So, thank you for joining me today. I hope you remembered this. Remember, be part of health. If you have liked this, please press the like button below. And if you are not a current subscriber, please subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you can be notified of any new videos when they come. The next time on the Treyhart channel, we will be discussing the most effective diet or health change tool ever. I will see you then. Bye for now.